Hello, welcome to the Burning Truth.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We're back on the audio waves. Yes, we have been missing for a week, and we do apologise for that. But
It wasn't my fault.
Really,
it wasn't my fault.
Unfortunately, I'll explain this one, folks. I had a prior engagement, and unfortunately, I had to attend this event. So unfortunately, I was busily scheduled. As I became busily scheduled, the co-host, who's across from me, suddenly became busy himself, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I didn't know from last week.
You're so full of it, and I know you are.
No, I would have been done in time to do an episode, just like I was today. I'm always here.
I'm always here.
No, you're not. You weren't here last week.
I'm usually always here. Usually.
But no, it's nice to have a break, put everything in perspective. We were effing and knowing if we were going to be here this week because I had a birthday this week, so we were effing and knowing if we were going to do an episode if I can make it. But I've managed to celebrate the couple of days before, so we're here. Which is nice because we've just come off the back of the UK tournament, which I know Matt is itching, clawing, biting to talk about. So that'll be one of the things that we discussed today, talking about the UK tournament, if it's been a success, the hindrances that it's going to have on British wrestling a little bit as well, due to contracts and everything
Obligations,
like that. And then how the build for this year is going to look. Because we're at the Royal Rumble, and I still see no clear winner of the Royal Rumble apart from The Undertaker.
Well, there is a few others, potentially. If you follow the bookies. The
bookies know shit about wrestling.
True. And unless your name's Vincent Kennedy McMahon, you don't know shit
about wrestling either. So that's the rest of us are all fucked. But no, so let's talk about Royal Rumble.
Let's talk about it.
It is less than a week away.
Less than a week away.
Well, it's just over a week away, sorry. It's next Sunday.
Yep.
Do we see a clear winner being built up?
Everyone's got the favourite, says it's The Undertaker.
Who's your favourite?
I picked Undertaker initially, if you remember.
Yeah.
Now, so far, 3 names that have popped up, potentially.
Go on.
One being The Undertaker. The other one being, and I'm going to not like saying this, Braun Strowman.
Not bruh. Not a bruh.
There is a rumour that he still has a chance he can win it.
There's more chance of me winning the Royal Rumble than Braun Strowman.
And potentially a NXT
Samoa Joe
coming up, yeah. Potentially.
No.
What are yours?
It's down to 2 people for me. Finn Balor, The Undertaker. That is it.
If so, in your mind, it's either one of them or you Riot.
No, I don't riot. I just think it is them 2. The only other person that is an outside chance, and if you can get odds of 5 or 6 to 1, I'd lump on it as Kurt Angle. Kurt frickin' Angle.
Kurt hasn't had any discussions from WWE at the moment. However,
Bullshit.
It is...
Bullshit.
No, not to do with the Rumble. However, special appearances and everything usually get conferred on the last week. So there is most likely going to be talks this week.
From what I can gather of his Hall of Fame induction, he's known for a couple of weeks. Hence why, when we announced his last match was going to be against Cody Rhodes at Loaded,
Yeah.
which is WCPW,
Yep.
we announced that.
Yeah.
He knows what the plans are. It is bullshit. He is working the system that is fucking broken.
Trying to fix the system.
It's not 1999 anymore. Your word means jack shit.
That's it.
It's not real to us anymore, damn it. We know that appearances are pre-booked.
Well, there will still be some surprises.
Yeah. Do you know what I'd really like to see at the Royal Rumble?
Go on.
Just as like a piss take entrance.
Go on.
Blue Meanie.
The Blue Meanie.
I'd love to hear the BWO music just once more.
We're taking over the blue guy.
How did the Blue World Order's entrance music go? No, that's Sting. That was
something like that. I can't.
Wouldn't you love to hear the Blue World Order's entrance music just once more?
We got 3 words for you. We're taking over.
I think you'll see Jerry Lawler in the Royal Rumble to eliminate Dolph Ziggler.
Potentially. No.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. Poor Dolph. Poor Jerry.
Or Dolph to eliminate Ziggler and then not
What?
Dolph to...
What?
Oh,
Pardon?
oh my god, I've turned into JBL. It's John O'Clock.
It's Nathan O'Clock. Good lord.
Dolph eliminate Ziggler. It could happen. He could oversell himself over the top rope.
Oh god, I pinched myself. Whee!
So Dolph could eliminate Jerry, and Jerry could pull him over.
Potentially, yeah. That can happen. It can happen.
Who do you want to see as your guest appearance?
I know, right. Everyone's going nuts about this one. Because Cena's advertised him. Supposedly, even Seth Rollins did. But WWE immediately, as soon as they realised that they had that uploaded to the internet on YouTube, quick, delete. Right, and deleted it. However, this man's name's been mentioned numerous times. Everyone's still going to think, I'm going to pick Kenny Omega. Honestly, no.
Who are you going for?
I think you already had the hint earlier.
Broken Man.
I would love it if they could get him.
Could you imagine coming out to his TNA theme music?
I'd find my... Oh, good lord, no. That would just be me just going, done!
Vanguard 1 beams him in.
What the hell? I'd actually be speechless at that.
It'd be good.
No, mine would be, if in all honesty, if we're going to make a pick, the UK champion.
Yeah.
Tyler Bate. I'd like to see him in there, getting in the action. What do you say?
I'd like to see the Godfather make an entrance. I don't want to see him actually wrestle, but make an entrance.
Make an entrance, see your certain train.
Because it's all about the Ho Train. You know, well, if they could put him in at number 1, who could look after him and get him out the ring safely without killing him?
Kane?
Yeah, no, Kane or Big Show.
Yeah.
Get Kane or Big Show, just gently, even though it still needs to look a little bit brutal. But
Gently dirty, Kane, angry, grabs around the throat, chokes slams over the ropes.
Yeah. Well, just push him back, get Big Show, and just guide him over by the throat or something.
Have him accidentally go up top rope, Big Show, punch, fall out.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'd like to see that.
One person I don't want to see in there again.
Go on.
Drew Carey.
No. I'd like to see Paul Heyman
Oh, good lord.
with Goldberg. Paul Heyman as number 1 and Goldberg as number 2.
No! That's all I can hear. No! Snapped it off.
I think Triple H will eliminate Rollins out of the Rumble.
Oh yeah,
And then
that's a good way of setting it.
yeah, so I think that'll happen.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Who would I really like to see in the Rumble? I'd like to see Nia Jax.
What?
I'd like to see Nia Jax enter the Rumble and just chuck a couple of the cruiserweights out. You know, like Brian Kendrick and.
Fair enough.
But they did it with Keir Stevens.
Better calm with that, isn't it?
Yeah. Or Santino.
No. Santino gets in. He beats his old record. We're getting out the quickest.
But no, so the Rumble, it's looking good. I don't think you'll see Shawn Michaels in it. I'd be really surprised. You could potentially see Regal make a surprise entrance.
Oh, that'd be good. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Because you always chuck a couple of legends in.
Fit friendly?
That'd be good. You're going to see someone from NXT. So that's Samoa Joe. I'd love to see Nakamura make a surprise entrance as well.
Dun, 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 dun.
The entrance, the building would come loose. Could you just imagine that? 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
And it's like, boom! That would take the roof off the San Antonio, Texas building. The only other entrance that would have that thing, and he won't enter it because he said he won't enter it, is Steve Austin.
Yeah.
But I could see the roof coming off. I hope Rusev has a good run.
Oh, definitely. Needs it.
We're going to see Kofi do some magic, probably.
We may have to see Rusev eliminate Jericho. Stupid America.
Will Jericho be in it?
Yes.
Oh, because he isn't defending the US title, is
No, he is in it. Hey, remember?
In all fairness, who I'd love to see it is The Miz. I'd love to see The Miz win it. I want to see The Miz as world champion again. Nothing, I can't believe I'm going to say this, nothing would make me happier this year than to see The Miz win the world title.
The Miz.
Except possibly the return of Braun Panties match. That would make me happy. But no, The Miz winning the world title.
That list is getting big, eh?
Things less likely to happen this year.
That list is getting big.
Matt Burns winning the match. I wonder why that comes on the things that aren't going to happen this year.
I'll give you that one.
But what would you like to see happen in this Rumble? If you could have 3 things that happen, what would you like to see?
A shock elimination.
A shock elimination.
As in something like...
What, like Undertaker brings down a bottle of lightning and shocks someone out the ring?
No, what I mean by a shock elimination, one that is in the top 5 favourites to be eliminated.
Early on.
To be caught off guard.
They can't do it early on.
No.
I know.
No. I don't mean like early elimination.
Just a shock.
I mean a shock one.
Yeah.
A bit like when...
Maven did to Undertaker.
Yes.
So,
perfect.
So someone
who's...
So say like Cedric Alexander taking out Strowman. Because that wouldn't piss the crowd off, but that would be a shock elimination.
Something like that, yeah.
Because you got to be careful with the Rumble. Because the crowd gets really pissed off with it now, really
quickly.
Too easily. And that's been my problem with the Rumble the last couple of years.
Yeah.
The fans hijack it. If Daniel Bryan doesn't enter it, we will riot. But
nobody wins.
Well, you're going to fucking riot then, aren't you?
Well, it's not going to happen this year in the sense of with Daniel Bryan because he can't wrestle. and people understand that.
Like, and Roman Reigns. When Roman Reigns got to, like, back in the Rumble last year, I've never heard a building boo a babyface as bad as that. He made John Cena seem like the most over guy on the roster.
To make it even weirder is that the previous year, when he was a heel with the Shield, he was cheered.
Yeah. It's just backwards. But no, so you want a shock elimination. What else do you want?
I'd like a shock elimination. I want at least a surprise entrance.
Yeah.
But I'm expecting that to be entrance number 3. Surprise entrances always usually come from number 3. Case in point.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
Bubba Ray.
Bubba Ray. Yeah.
And your final thing?
For the crowd actually not to be
so smarky.
Yeah. As much as it's not that, it's just I understand you being upset and everything, but I can't understand that. Oh, we pay good money to see this, blah blah blah. We're gonna hijack the show. Do you do that do you watch Emmerdale? And do you hijack that because another death happened to one of your characters? No.
What would I like to see? I'd like to see a glorious Royal Rumble.
Glorious. He won't give in. He won't give in. Yeah.
I think Nakamura will beat Joe.
Okay.
But not Joe, but Rude. I'm having a fucking awful.
He's having a relapse. He's having a relapse.
I'm having a relapse.
Coming soon. The Burning Truth bloopers, like you've never heard them before.
No, I think Nakamura will beat Rude, so I think you'll see Rude in the Rumble as well as Joe.
Yeah.
I think Rude needs to go to SmackDown because, in all honesty, for as good as he is on NXT, I think national exposure, the character he's got, it'd just be amazing.
It screams out to you.
Yeah. What else would I like to see? I'd like to see a special entrance.
As in, get point in case?
So, an entrance that we're not expecting, like, to start off with. So, out of the first two, I'd like to see someone have, like, a special entrance. You know, like John Cena had his magical ramp that way he just jumped in the ring from.
Yeah, or Eddie Guerrero comes out with his car.
Yeah, I'd like to see, like, an entrance that means something again.
Yeah.
For one of the first two entrants.
Okay.
And I'd like to see a woman make more than 2 or 3 minutes in the Rumble match.
That's fair. That's a fair point. However, if that happens, just don't have Matt Striker on commentary saying never trust a woman.
But no, so that's what I want. The rest of it, I will watch it for what it is.
Okay. And I think that's a good breakdown for the Rumble. Predictions aren't happening this week. No. They will be next week.
But Undertaker's my boy.
Undertaker's the boy. Is your boy? Nah, if I recall, he's mine. He's my boy. Oh. I called him ages ago. You didn't. You called Finn Balor.
I'd quite happily back Finn Balor to win, in all fairness. If it doesn't look like they're going to go with Undertaker versus Cena at WrestleMania.
No, they're not.
So,
which is a shame.
So Finn Balor versus John Cena.
No. Kevin Owens. If he wins, he'll go for Kevin Owens.
Why
Definitely.
Not do something?
No idea.
Why not push the boundaries?
This is WWE we're talking here. This is Vince McMahon.
Matt Hardy to win. Matt Hardy to win. McMahon's Royal Rumble and go to McMahon's WrestleMania.
If he somehow just suddenly turned up in the ring, started throwing people left, right, and centre, and became the last man, that would just be over.
Could you imagine Vince turning up on Impact the following day going, It was me, Matthew, all along.
It was me.
I'm Anthem. I'm Honourable Ring. I'm Impact Wrestling. I'm everything.
I take over. It wouldn't surprise me.
So I'll let you talk about the UK Championship because I know you've watched it.
Have you watched it?
I've started to watch it. I've had a busy week and like some.
Pardon? I've had a busy week.
Trying to perfect John Cena's knuckle is not a busy week.
No, I don't need to perfect that. If I recall in the past, when we went to a certain CCW event, don't you remember me hitting a 5-knuckle shuffle?
I don't know what you did in the back.
No.
That's your business.
No, during the match, if you remember. Because remember, your colleague, your esteemed colleague, who you were working with, was livid. Saying, it was jumping up going, I'm going to kill him.
Oh, the good old sound guy. Oh, unbelievably, he's ill again.
And still sacked.
Yeah, but he's ill again.
That's not me. So how far are you into the tournament?
I'm on the second week.
Second week?
The second day.
Second day. It was a 2-day tournament. Right. You are really losing it today, aren't you?
I've had to navigate you round Stoke.
You're losing days, weeks, times, hours, seconds.
I'm on my second week of trying to watch it.
Thinking Dolph's going to eliminate Ziggler? What's next? Tyler versus Bates?
Master versus Bates.
Oh, for God's sake. Anyway. Here are the names of the wrestlers that were in the tournaments, but they did have some alternatives. Right, you got Tyler Bates, Tucker, Danny Burch, Jordan Devlin, Trent Seven, H.C. Dyer, Tyson T-Bone, Wolfgang, Mark Andrews, Dan Maloney, James Drake, Joseph Connors. I'll repeat that. Joseph Connors. I'm just saying that for Michael Cole's ears because he kept calling him Connor. It's Connors. Moving on.
Because Michael Cole listens to you.
Oh, that's so harsh. Like I care. Anyway, moving on. Pete Dunne, Roy Johnson, Saxon Huxley, Sam Gradwell. Right, let's get down. And there was some old. So if anyone ever got injured, they actually had some other stars on there prepared to jump on if necessary. For example, Tiger Ali, Ringo Ryan, Jack Stars, and Chris Tyler.
Chris Tyler would have been a great show. Chris Tyler should have been in there. He would have got. Yes, he's a spot monkey. But he would have been amazing. Them four signed contracts.
They've got all contracts.
So them four have signed contracts as well.
As well.
He'd go awesome on that cruiserweight division. 205 live.
Wow. Do you know how much he weighs?
But it isn't £205.
He's close to it though.
What, 195?
201.
201. Still £4 lighter.
He's within range.
He doesn't look like he weighs too much.
However, I will just point this out. What culture? I need to point this out. I know you made a fluff on a certain video saying, oh, why don't you put all the guys in the tournament in 205? Yeah, you got a little problem there.
Then Pete Dunne like £220.
Oh, Pete Dunne is 205.
Right.
Bang on.
Well, Wolfgang's about 295.
255.
Fuck off.
255.
Fuck off.
255.
And I'm the King of England.
You shit seat.
Me and Wolfgang have been this far away from each other.
No, that wasn't Wolfgang. If you recall, that was Renfrew in your face. Wolfgang was the one you tried to sick on me. Twat.
He was still this far away from me. That cunt is not 255.
255. Tyson T-Bone, 245. Trent 7, 216. Dan Maloney, 216.
Fuck off, 260.
Roy Johnson, 206. Saxon. Really? Nah, I'm not believing these weight classes. That's it, we're done. There's no way.
And Shawn Michaels was billed as 6'1". Wait. He's 5'9".
Right. Roy Johnson, who's meant to be the powerlifter of the group, out of the lot, who was against, if you remember, he was against Pete Dunne in the first round.
Yeah.
It's 206. Saxon Huxley weighs more than him.
Can I just point something out?
Yeah?
Do you remember when we went to ICW?
Yeah?
Wolfgang was about 5 foot away from us.
Yeah?
Do you remember how much he was billed at that ICW show?
295.
Yeah. He doesn't look like he's lost 40 pounds.
He could have. In his hair. He might have sweated it out. Joking, joke.
I could believe like 270, but...
Not 255. Now, right, folks, the following weight classes I've just provided, please ignore and disregard. Right, anyway, moving on. First rounds, we had... Any matches that stood out for you? Because you watched the first night.
Thought Pete Dunne had a good match.
Pete Dunne against...
In all fairness, I think Pete Dunne had an incredible tournament.
Yes, he did.
Great heelisms.
Facial expressions.
Psychology. He probably had the best tournament out of everyone. He probably stole the show because that was a heel getting heel heat, not a babyface getting heel heat or heel getting a babyface reaction. That was a heel getting heel heat for doing basic mannerisms.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
The fundamentals.
Correct. Yeah, I agree with that. Most interesting start to a match. Tyson T-Bone. Handshake. Okay. Kiss. Glasgow kiss. In the irony of it is, I'd say give him a Glasgow kiss. Tyson T-Bone is from England. And he's given a Glasgow kiss to the Scot. Wolfgang. Just nails him with it.
Wolfgang had a good showing as well. That result was awesome.
Which one?
The first one.
Oh, off the middle rope.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He's an incredible athlete. I just don't believe he's 255.
No. 10-7 against H.C. Dyer. H.C. Dyer, we know.
H.C. Dyer has had probably the best losing showing.
Yeah.
So, other people that lost didn't look as good as H.C. Dyer. He got all his moves in, even though it was only a short match, 5-6 minutes long.
Yeah.
He got everything that was in that needed to be in.
To showcase.
He didn't look weak in losing, and the match didn't even look that rushed.
No.
For 5 or 6 minutes, it is a good match. And in all fairness, if that was on an undercard every week, I'd be happy with that undercard match.
And I will say, Christ, what a way to sell a clothesline. Decapitation. The one match that baffled me on the first
third match.
Third?
So H.C. Dyer opened the show. I forget who was on second, but it was the third match. It was very slow.
Second match for me. Second, which was Danny Burch versus Jordan Devlin.
Oh no, I'm on about the one after. The one after baffled me.
Or was that the one with Jesus in it? Saxon Huxley versus Sam Gradwell. I'll get on to that one. Danny Burch after. Danny Burch and Jordan Devlin. Danny Burch was meant to be coming in. He looked more meaner than Jordan Devlin. Yet they somehow made Jordan Devlin more the villain, with Danny Burch being more of the hero, which was a nice surprise.
Do you know what surprised me? They had Wolfgang as a face for the first match.
They did for the first and second. first and second.
I don't understand that.
You'll
Because
see.
he's a natural heel.
You'll see later on.
Of course, I've read the results because I knew we were going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
But he's a natural heel.
Yeah.
And I think he would have been better suited to this tournament as a heel.
Agreed. But if I'm honest with you, if you actually watched how he did it on the show, it was more fitting that it was nice how he reacted to any semi-final match. Now, Jordan Devlin's match ended correctly, the way they wanted it. The finish didn't come off quite as good. Because the referee went for count of 3 from a kick, and Danny Burch kicked out. And it was even pointed out by commentators. He kicked out. But there was blood showing. We understand why it ended quickly, but it just didn't go right.
I thought Connors didn't have a good first match. Hopefully he picks up in the second.
The James Drake match.
Yeah, I thought it was very blunt. People probably think that I pick on Connors, but I've watched Connors have brilliant matches, and I know what he's capable of. And in the first match, he didn't showcase what he was capable of as a heel.
He does showcase it a lot more in his second match, which was against Mark Andrews.
Just a little bit off in that first match, I just thought.
Fair enough.
It was like half a second off the pacing.
Yeah. James Drake was from Blackpool himself, which is fine. But it was just a little bit confusing at the time because you didn't know who was playing the face or who was playing the heel in that match. So it was a bit unusual, so you didn't know where it was coming from.
Did you find it weird that Mandrews didn't win?
No. I expected him not to win. I actually expected him not to win. There was no way he was winning that tournament. Coming straight from TNA, straight into WWE, getting given... No. What's going to happen? Now, Sam Gradwell is from Blackpool. Top talent. I just thought his first match, the one that you said that confused you, it didn't... It went on for 6 minutes, and it just...
British fans will usually sit and appreciate a match if it's a good match.
Yeah.
I know we get some football chants going and everything like that, but if the match is good, then we do watch it.
Yeah.
And when the best highlight of the match is calling someone Jesus.
Hey, Jesus. Who? Ha. I want to know if you'll be my... I'm not even finishing it.
But that was a highlight of that match. That is almost as good as when we went to watch Lewis Garvin at ICW. And for 10 minutes, he just got called Drew Galloway. You're just a shit Drew Galloway.
You're just a shit Drew Galloway. You're just a shit Drew Galloway.
For 10 minutes.
10 minutes straight. And then you got Jordan. Well, Jordan Devlin knows how that feels. You're just a shit Finn Balor. You're just a shit Finn Balor. Or your head's too big for your body. Anyway, moving on. Quarterfinals, which
you'll be on your own.
I'm on my own now. Sorry, I'm not. Dave Dalvecchio. Moving on. Tyler Bate versus Jordan Devlin. Great match. Told the story. Didn't know where this one was going to go with this one because I expected Tyler Bate to win. I wanted him to win, but didn't expect him to win because I expected Jordan Devlin to win to go up against Wolfgang. Because most tournaments always usually do that. Good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy, good guy, bad guy. But I was nicely surprised that they allowed Tyler Bate to take the win, especially with how Jordan Devlin had in his first round match against Danny Burch doing the cheap shots. So he had a bit of a character development. I expected Jordan to take the win because he looked like he had more character development. Now moving on to the next match I'm about to mention, which is the Trent Seven versus Wolfgang. By the way, folks, just to let you know, these matches aren't in order of how they actually came out. Just to point out, Wolfgang versus Trent Seven, fantastic match, hard hitting, and was absolutely great. The showcase that these pair can tell a story. They know how to work each other. They know what they're doing. We know that they wrestle in ICW and everything, and it was fantastic to see them go at it. But however, the shock result was Wolfgang going over Trent Seven. Now, a lot of people actually expected Trent Seven to beat Wolfgang to possibly face Tyler Bate at some point, Mustache Mountain versus Mustache Mountain, and go for that, but they didn't. And it was quite shocking and interesting because it sort of left the door open because everyone had the favourites as Trent Seven to win the tournaments. And then straight away, we moved, that match was absolutely brilliant. Recommend anybody to watch it anyway. I recommend the entire tournament itself. Mark Andrews versus Joseph Connors. This one I thought showed Connors a lot more because they allowed him to develop his character. He was against someone where he's much larger than them. It was an interesting dynamic, one that I think did Connors a lot of justice. And it was a match I was actually looking forward to seeing because I haven't actually seen him, Joseph Connors versus Mark Andrews, and I wanted to see what it'd be like, how they would deal with it. And I thought it was a very, very interesting dynamic, and I thought the match went very, very interesting. Worth a watch. Now, Pete Dunne versus Sam Gradwell. I thought it was an interesting match, especially they had the bit of the build-up because Pete Dunne cheap-shotted Sam Gradwell, bloodied him up from the night before, and already got the injuries. It was interesting. A lot of people were expecting Sam Gradwell to get the win on this, but instead Pete Dunne managed to get the win and didn't even have to hit his finisher. Managed to use a move on him, but the move that he did use against him, don't care what anybody else says, you get hit like that, you ain't getting up. Don't care what you say, you ain't getting up. But then to follow it up with that with his finisher, which by the way, if anybody wants to know what it is, the actual name on the independent scene, it's called the Dead End. Now on this tournament, it was called. I'm just trying to think what they call it. The better, it was something like the bittersweet, the bittersweet ending or anything. But it was a good, interesting match because it told a story. Now moving to the semi-finals, straight away you can see another story coming up because you've got two people who are connected somewhere. I'll explain that one when we get to the final. Mark Andrews versus Pete Dunne. Second I saw that matchup coming up, my brain instantly went into that's going to steal the show. That match will steal the show. If not, I will not be happy. I had a feeling that was going to be a long match. If anything, I thought it was going to be the longest match, which it wasn't, which I'm glad it wasn't because the final should be the longest, as it's the last match. Now, Mark Andrews and Pete Dunne have a history, a massive history, and that match was absolutely fantastic. Recommend it to anybody. Better yet, if you want to see that, look at some Attack Pro. Progress. You can pretty much watch that match at other shows. Every time that they've wrestled each other, they've always handed out their best work. Now moving on to the other semi-final, which is Tyler Bate versus Wolfgang. Fantastic match. Showed that they had Wolfgang being a bit more vicious because he's the bigger of the two. He showed more, as my colleague was saying earlier, more viciousness, more.
It was his natural character.
More of his natural character.
To chip back in and help you.
Yeah, just to chip back in, and they set the big story of Tyler Bate not being able to pick up Wolfgang for his finisher, which if I'm not mistaken, you saw him use on Tucker.
Yeah.
Now, would you expect him to do that on Wolfgang? Nailed him with it. Oh, when he got it, he nailed him with it. But they told a good dynamic story. It was an interesting match, one I'd recommend anybody to see, and everything. It's phenomenal. Great match, needs to be done, but interesting. But they played on certain people getting hurt and certain things. So it was like Talabot was using like a bit of the Wolfgang's knees, from the previous match. Anyway, moving on, because my colleague's trying to distract me. Not helpful, are you?
Not at all.
Anyway, straight after this match, Pete Dunne doing his magic again. Coming straight out and vicious.
That wasn't the next match.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I'm actually talking about the aftermath of the match. It was the aftermath after Wolfgang. Pete Dunne come out and viciously attacked him.
You should have gone.
I will be going on to it after. So don't worry. Yes, my colleague is jumping the gun here. Anyway, Pete Dunne attacked Talabot, viciously injuring his shoulder. And William Regal come out, and I mean, literally, it was almost like he was like, "Get here!" to Pete Dunne.
"Come over here!
Get over here!" And pretty much threw him into the back. Not happy. But then they had like the old angle stating that Talabot will be facing him later on. He is clear to compete, but it won't be a fair match. He's going to be like almost fighting with one arm. But Talabot wants to do this. He needs to do it. Now, before the main event match, as my colleague was about to point out, we had two segments. One was a special match, and one was a meeting. If I'm not mistaken. The special match, shall we get that out of the way?
Yeah, you can go for it. I haven't seen it, but supposedly it's a good match.
Oh, definitely.
And it was a nice way for him to say farewell to his gimmick.
Oh, it was. Now, we had somebody come out to the ring by the name of Neville. The man that gravity forgot. Or, in his case, as he kept stated, the man that WWE forgot about for the Cruiserweight tournament, 205, and even the United Kingdom tournament. Which you can honestly see why he's got a gripe. And he's there trying to be as vicious as ever. I hate you all suck. You never forgive me. The guy's just going, Neville.
He's close to his hometown though, isn't he?
It's going to happen. I'm surprised he just didn't turn on and say, "Shut up, you morons. I'm trying to get Jep off it." No, it's going to happen anyway. And when he stated that nobody could be across the ring from on any scene, British, international wise, no, if they put anybody across from him, he would destroy them. Cue music, and somebody enters. Oh my God! Now, this must confuse a lot of people. He has debuted on NXT under the name of Aleister Black. This night, he wasn't Aleister Black. He was his original independent name. He was Tommy End. Whoa. What a nice way to allow him to send.
And it's always the chance as well, isn't it?
However, I'm pretty sure that
Tommy!
I was about to say.
Fucking End!
The second that the crowd starts chanting, I was thinking to myself, somebody in the back's going to be like, "Get that crowd down! Get that crowd down!" And he's going back to Aleister Black. He's going back to Aleister Black. Alex Black. Coming soon. But anyway, that match was absolutely great because it allowed him to showcase what he can do, and man, he can do some kicks.
In all fairness, I don't know why they don't let him keep the UK names.
It's to do with marketing and everything.
I know, but they've let Samoa Joe keep Samoa Joe.
He's one of the few, but supposedly
Eric Young,
anybody else,
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Anybody else after that class is getting their name changed. Anybody.
They even let Big Damo go by Big Damo for a bit.
No, that was because the announcer messed up. That's the reason why. He was Big Damo. And they then tried to incorporate, his name Big Damo, what was his nickname? But why is he called Big Damo? Is there anything that's going to pop into people's head? Well, I'm big and I play demos. Not going to work. Anyway, last match. Standing ovation. They told a story in this match. This match was absolutely fantastic. If you want to hear, you don't have to just take my word for it. If you want to, even go on YouTube, look up Jim Cornette's speech on it. Even he states they told a story.
And there was only one flip, and he tried to pin him after. Imagine fucking that!
Which I will say was an amazing flip. And my advice to you now is, if you don't know what the flip is, cover your ears, because this was impressive. He got done out and pretty much bounced off the ropes, moonsaulted over. No hands on the ropes. Just screw it!
Could you imagine? Because Mark Cole had a fairly decent shift on commentary.
I was going to get onto that after.
Could you imagine Mauro Ranallo calling that?
Well, pal, thank you, pal.
With
he would have enjoyed it, but
with Nigel McGuinness.
I'll get onto the commentary, right, in a minute. Right, that match I thought told the story, because the one thing about what people that they pointed out so greatly is that Tyler Bate was actually partly taught by Pete Dunne. It told a great story, fantastic.
A lot of people don't realise, but Pete Dunne's only 23.
Yeah, and Tyler Bates only 19. It's just shocking how young they are. Now, this match, I think personally, I thought Pete Dunne was going to win this myself, but Tyler Bates took the win. But out of the entire tournament, I think Pete Dunne will be the biggest star.
Pete Dunne has got star written all over him. Could easily be a United States or an Intercontinental champion.
Because one person who even stated on his Twitter account, Pete Dunne, wow. Triple H.
Oh, he's brilliant. You know, a champion may have been crowned that night, but a star was born.
No. Stars. Stars.
No. A star was born. A champion was crowned.
Absolutely fantastic. And I've actually met Tyler Bates and Pete Dunne myself personally. Tyler Bates, what people are not going to realise is with Tyler Bates, the way he reacts, the way he is in the ring, the way he speaks on the mic, that is Tyler Bates. It's him. He's not being anybody else. That is the real Tyler Bates. Now, Pete Dunne, I met him outside. He is one of the most... He knows his craft. He is a master of the learning game. And what I mean by that is, he ain't done learning and he knows it. But he's still applying more to his craft.
Oh yeah, he will learn. And in all fairness, I think WWE at this moment in time is the right place for Pete Dunne to be. So with Regal, Nigel McGuinness, two of the greatest British heels to ever grace America. Fit Finlay, three of the greatest heels to ever grace America.
My brain.
They could help.
Whoa! There's one name you forgot in there. He's in the development territory.
Oh.
He's up in the students of the Robbie Brookside.
I don't think Robbie Brookside will get work with him.
I think he'll be involved somewhere. I don't think he'll work with him per se on the moves or anything. I just think just being around.
But if he can work with Regal, McGuinness,
Just look at just look
and Finley.
at the people they've got there. It's just astounding.
It's a shame Wade Barrett still isn't there.
It is a shame, really.
Because I think Barrett could have helped him settle down as a guy in the locker room, not a guy from outside the locker room.
Yeah.
I know Sheamus is still there, but Sheamus is pretty much Triple H's boy.
But then again, I think he could be he's another boy.
But no, he's probably going to be one of the very few people that benefits from this tournament. I think a lot of the British wrestlers that have signed the contracts aren't going to benefit from having the year in WWE. So people like Joseph Connors, I don't think he'll benefit. If it was TNA, I think he would benefit. If it was Ring of Honor, I think he'd benefit. But there's loads of people with the same mannerisms and look as Connors at the moment that I don't think he'll benefit from being
now. Another point in case that we need to bring up that might not anybody who might not be as good quality for WWE, or they may not want to utilise, or they've got already got somebody in that in that mould and they're unable to unmould them or anything. It won't do them any favours because straight away, recently, some wrestlers got taken off a British show.
Yeah, one of them being Connors.
One being Connors and one being Pete Dunne. Because they were going to stream them on the show. Straight away, can't be done.
No, because of the contracts they've signed. They can't be on DVDs.
They can't be on DVDs. They can't be on anything that's streamed. And they have to be careful with certain advertisements. Now, straight away, I know Pete Dunne was advertised for IPW UK to go up against an American. Straight away, that's meant to be for DVD.
In all fairness, this has stripped the UK scene a little bit.
A little bit.
20 good workers. So LCW has took a little bit of a hit. Because LCW record their shows for DVD as well, don't they?
Yeah.
So now you won't see HC Dyer there for a year. You won't see Connors for a year.
You won't see Chris Tyler. Or Jack Stars.
Yeah, so there's 4 people you won't see in Leicester. Unless LCW start doing dart matches just for the crowd. Which I can't see because of the time restraints.
Correct.
You'd have to start the show at 6 o'clock and...
Just to make you aware, they actually ended up putting the tournament actually had 2 dart matches. Just to make you aware of it. Oh, that's a nice surprise.
But
on one of the dart matches, to mention this to you, this might interest you. There was some non-tournament matches, which is one of them was Chris Tyler and Jack Stars defeating Ring O'Ryan and Tiger Ali. And on the second night, Saxon Huxley and Tucker defeated Dan Maloney and Nathan Cruz. He wasn't signed on that contract.
They probably just got him in.
For NGW.
But no, it's a shame because we've lost 20 British talents. Never mind the ones that signed for 205 Live.
Yeah.
So we've basically lost a roster from one of the shows.
Almost an entire roster, which is quite...
How are ICW going to get the title off Wolfgang?
They'll figure it a way out.
WWE's going to have to let Wolfgang loose on television. ICW record every one of their shows.
Here's the thing. They can actually get away with Wolfgang. And you don't know how? ICW and 2 other companies.
And Progress are going to be streamed on the WWE network.
Bingo! And there you go.
So Progress is going on, isn't it?
Yep.
And Rev Pro?
I think Rev Pro and RCW.
RCW is going to have to come with an age limit on
it. No kidding. No kidding it's going to come with an age limiter.
My cousins watch the WWE network.
And
straight
away,
be comfortable with them watching ICW.
Straight away, I can see them having a parental guidance lock on it. So that'll stop that. Also, the other slip-up, I will say that if RCW does go onto the WWE network, I can instantly tell you that one entrance song will be instantly getting changed.
Which one? The Psychedelic?
Oh, no. Life is a mystery.
If ICW goes on the WWE network,
Yeah.
they're going to lose all their subscriptions to the ICW network, which is through Fight, which is through the same thing that Anthem own on Impact Wrestling.
Which means possibly that the ICW contract with Fight could be due up soon. Potentially.
I know, but the ICW network streams all its house shows, so what's it going to do for WWE? Is it going to just have like one a week?
I don't know.
Bearing in mind that they do like 2 or 3 shows in like a weekend, and them shows all follow certain storylines.
Well, just taking into account that ICW also don't just have WWE wrestlers or past currently training up. They also have TNA wrestlers predominantly on there. So straight away, are WWE going to want them TNA wrestlers
What?
on there?
Are you going to want to advertise Drew Galloway for the WWE network?
Would WWE want them? No. But if they're paying the money for
And
it,
how's Ricochet going to handle being shown on?
wow.
It's
a very, very unusual predicament.
Yeah.
We can't say ourselves how it's going to work. The only thing I can say is...
I can't see it working.
The only thing I can say is...
Strap in for the ride.
Strap in for the ride. Now, buckle up. Strap in to where we're going.
You don't need roads. You're going to need a ship.
You're going to need a ship.
Give me your boots, your wallet, and your jacket.
Or as a certain cartoon character from Philip J. Fry might say, if it does succeed, yeah, take my money.
It's going to be a bumpy year.
That's going to be a bumpy year, but if it pays off...
Effectively, WWE is one step closer to monopolising the World Wrestling market.
Definitely. And if this actually succeeds, they're going to pretty much just take over.
Right, I think that's a good point to end on.
Actually, there is one more point I need to bring up.
You always have one more point. You're like Christian. You just want one more match.
Coming soon.
Come on.
WCPW. This is a big announcement.
No one gives a fuck about the TNA World Cup.
What?
No one gives a fuck about their rip-off of the TNA World Cup.
It's not the TNA World Cup.
It's their rip-off of the TNA.
It's their WCPW.
What? Finish off.
World Cup 17. Wow. If no one gives a fuck, have you heard who the voice is of that cup?
It's a bit of a downgrade from JR though, isn't it?
Oh!
You've had Jim Cornette and JR. Budget was a little bit over for that show, so now they have settled for Matt Striker.
He ain't the worst. Not saying he's the best either.
Would you want to trust Matt Striker to be your main lead on a World Cup?
It could work. No, just the
Listen
to the word I said.
And this is me being serious. I'd rather have Joey Styles or Tony Schiavone out there.
Maybe good calls. Tony Schiavone doesn't do anything anymore, and Joey Styles.
I bet you.
He'd give it a go, yeah. If I'm honest with you, though, I think Matt Striker is a good, decent call, but he's not the best one. Like you said, they've already had the 2 best guys for commentary on there straight away.
Joey Styles would be a good call.
Joey Styles would be a good call, definitely, but he hasn't left WWE.
Yeah, he has.
Nope, he left the WWN.
He got fired from WWE.
No, it was WWN.
He isn't contracted to WWE.
Oh, was he fired?
Yeah.
Ah.
He got his
papers.
His P45.
Oh dear. Moving on, but anyway.
So Joey Styles.
It's free. But He
And
might.
if there's a choice between cat fight and
Oh my god! And yeah,
Matt Striker.
Matt Striker's in that card.
Name me one good match that Matt Striker's called that is memorable because he's called it.
Lucha Underground. Check it out.
So this is going to a worldwide audience that you want to watch your show, and you're telling them that the best match is called is on a network,
On the Alway Network.
on the Outway Network, that gets about 80,000 watches.
We'll get to no, but the point being anyway.
Whereas Joey Styles has called many memorable matches,
By himself.
including
By himself.
Terry Funk versus Mick Foley's classic battles. He's called probably the best feud in professional wrestling for people that are £240 and under. Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Benoit.
Correct.
Which came from ECW.
Correct.
And he got to call that.
Yep. He did. That he did. Anyway.
Tony Schiavone has called countless of good matches in TNA.
Pardon? I'll need you to repeat that. Tony Schiavone hasn't called any matches in TNA.
What am I thinking?
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Oh dear.
I've had a brain fart.
What?
Okay, he's called plenty of good matches in WCW then.
There we go. And also made one major fuck up. I'll put a lot of butts in seats.
Oh yeah, the infamous call. Oh, good old Mick Foley. But no, I'd rather listen to Tony Schiavone.
You are on about TNA.
Who commentated next to Schiavone. In
WCW.
Yeah.
And is now retired from it.
He'd be a good call just as a one-off. Would he come over for enough money? Would he sit at home and do the commentary while it's recorded?
But the difference is, Matt Striker isn't calling all the matches. He won't be able to call all the matches because I don't think they'll be flying him all over the world.
The match is happening all over the world.
All over.
So they struck a deal with the...
Possibly with other companies.
That's a bad move. Can't believe I'm about to praise TNA. It's a bad day.
Come on. Come on.
When TNA did their X Cup,
Yeah.
They did it over 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But they did it all on there, and they touted where the superstars had come from.
Yes. They are doing that, but that's where
But
I'll explain
TNA
it.
never outsource their matches. Why would you outsource your match?
They're not
with your World
outsourcing.
Cup?
No, they're not outsourcing the main matches. They're just doing the round robins
I know, but
outside.
Could you imagine if one of them round robins got a 4 or 5 star match and it's from another company, and you're trying to take credit because it happened in your so-called cup? Well, the match didn't happen in your so-called fucking arena, though, did it?
I can say a lot to that. But we don't know the full gist of it. How it's going to go down.
If you're going to run a competition, you don't see...
Good point. I know exactly what you're going to say here.
You don't see the FA Cup giving prelims to fucking Ireland.
Harsh, but true.
Here you go, Qatar. You hold the first round of our FA Cup because we don't want to.
Pretty much. I agree with you on that one. Right, anyway. Let's move on, shall we?
I'm done.
You done?
I'm done.
Finished?
Yeah, I've had 4
Rant
brain
over?
farts today, which is more brain farts than I had last year.
And that would be a brain fart in itself already. The fact that you had a 6.
Well, 4,
6.
4,
6.
4,
6.
4,
6.
4,
6.
5.
7.
I've had 4.
6.
4,
6.
4,
6.
4.
Name them.
What?
Name them.
Tony Schiavone, Dolph Ziggler,
Yeah?
and 2 others.
Nah, not good enough. You've had 6. That's
I've had
fine.
4.
That's fine. You've had 6. We're leaving it at that. Anyway. Is there Anything you want to plug?
What?
Anything you want to plug?
No, because I'll probably fuck that up at the moment.
Right. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we, as usual, we are going to plug our usual guys, which will be the UK Wrestle Fan Zone. Them guys are always producing some great work, aren't they? Would you agree?
Yes, we've had a sneak peek at one of the projects, which looks phenomenal.
That it does, that it does. The question is, when is it coming? How soon? But them answers will be getting answered way at a later date.
Yeah.
But hopefully, we'll get the grab on that. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. So we're looking forward to that. But as always, we do recommend you check the UK Wrestle Fan Zone. As always, we're going to recommend you to check up on our YouTube page, which is The Burning Truth, where we will be eventually soon be updating more episodes of TBT games.
Yeah, more reviews. Things got a little bit
out of hand.
Yeah, we had to take a backseat with it over Christmas just due to like the demanding schedules.
Demanding schedules, and not just that. The fact is, there's only so many times we can play FIFA against each other.
So many times I want to play FIFA without breaking the game.
Or the pad. I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't be your pad you'd be breaking, it'd be mine.
No, it'd be mine. I'd borrow yours as a second pad. Bearing in mind I've already knackered the B button from mine from filming 2.5 hours of the Adamantoise.
That you did. And what else? Anyway, more on that later. So we do recommend you check that out. And any shout outs you want to give out? Any additional ones?
No.
I won't give one out. It's a channel that we watch regularly. It's a channel that we have to keep, even when we finish watching it, we have to go regularly back to, just for memories. It involves words, Dodge!
Good old Team 4-star.
Good old Team 4-star.
If I'm plugging something, and I don't often plug things, so one of the things that we're going to be looking at is we're going to be looking at finally splitting the two down on there. So we're going to be looking at doing reviews. But for us to do reviews, we want to know what sort of shows you want us to do reviews on. So we've committed between now and the end of March to go and watch 4 wrestling shows.
That we have.
So we're going to watch The Academy, which is in Telford.
It's in the Shropshire area of Telford. Potential. I'll just get the details up.
Which is February.
It's February 4th.
So we will be there for that, as will the UK Wrestle Fan Zone.
Well, actually, unfortunately, we don't know the full details of the location, but we will be making a visit to them just to get out there.
But no, UK Wrestle Fan Zone will be there for that one as well. So both of us will be there. Hopefully, we'll make a trip to LCW to see what they've got planned for this year.
That we do.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, PWFU are kicking back in soon.
They are kicking back in soon.
So that'll probably be a nice local one for us to go and visit.
Definitely.
Go watch our Rim Rocks.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
If anyone gets to see that battle on Facebook,
all I'm going to say,
amazing.
All I'm going to say is if you want to have the laugh of your life, just look up on Facebook between Phil Woodvine and Kim Rocks. That battle's going on for ages, but oh, good Lord. Oh, what was it? The Rim Father. You got the Rim Father, Lord of the Rims. It just leaves me speechless.
But it's come some good memes out of it.
Oh, definitely.
So, like, we're committed to try and watch 4 or 5 shows and write the reports.
And there is one show, there is one company that I will be damned if we don't go to.
Go on.
At least this year for once. And it's a show I want to take. I want you to see more than anything.
The PCW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want him to go to a PCW one.
In all fairness, I won't give Southside another go.
Yeah, just not the long drive.
Yeah. So if we can find a short drive for that,
we'll aim for the Nottingham shows.
Yeah. But no. But if there's any particular shows that you want coverage from,
or
if you've been to a show that we're not at and you want your report putting up, we will soon be able to do that for you.
We will soon be able to do that because we do actually have some additional news coming down later on. But that news won't be coming out this week. It could be next week, the week after, unfortunately. But that's another project.
People go, boo, Matt Burns, boo.
But we've got so much coming.
Oh, fuck it. We have acquired the rights.
You had to... Right, okay, if we're going to do it, I'll do it for you. We have purchased the rights to www.
MattBurnsIsAmateur.co.uk.
You motherfucker! You had one job! One job! You grade A cunt.
No, we've purchased the rights to the Burning Truth website, so we are now officially the owners of the Burning Truth website with the .co.uk.
Correct. Now, currently at the moment, the website isn't actually created yet.
Oh no, it's under production, so it's going to be about 2, maybe 3 weeks away. But it has been purchased. We are the proud owners of that website.
Woo! So just so you know, my page...
Finally, we have bought it.
My website will be getting a removal of the page as it will be getting transferred over to the official page. I will say, I absolutely honoured to have it on the website, but it needs to go home.
Yeah, I managed to. Even Matt didn't know that we'd acquired the rights to it this week.
No kidding!
Which was quite funny. He rings me up and he goes,
"Got some great news for you." "I've got better news for you." "Really?" "Yeah, right."
I went, "Go online and try and buy the burningtruth.co.uk. So gets his laptop out, tries to go onto it. He's like, "Can't. Someone's got it." I went, "I have."
Bitches!
I was like, I've bought it.
And it's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely nice to see.
We do have one other surprise. It's just waiting to be finalised, but they will be released in the next month.
Basically, at the moment in time, they're going through some product testing just to see how it works. If everything goes honky-dory and everything, you could be seeing them soon enough on the website. But so far, from what you've seen, it's looking good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking good. Anyway.
Things are coming together.
Things are coming together. This is... I'm going to say this. I'm hoping this is going to be a year for the Burning Truth. And I aim it for it to be.
We could actually have a couple of live matches being played through our Facebook this year as well.
Potentially.
For my pool. I've said I'm going to cut back a lot this year. But I have arranged one match this year that will be taking place in March. So there won't be an episode the week of the 11th of March. Because I am playing a race to 21 for £1,000 that week.
Fair enough.
That match might be televised.
Fair enough.
Through our website.
Wow. That'll be interesting. That's some good stuff. Would that be through the...
Facebook. It'd be done through Facebook Live.
Through the Facebook
and
Live.
Then after, if we can save it and convert it, then we might release it to the website. Obviously, there's still some discussions over finalising it, so it'll be organised as it goes on.
Would that be on the Pool League one, or...?
No, it's away from the Pool League. It's just me versus another bloke.
Right, so, just out of interest, if anyone wants to see any videos of what we get up to outside of the wrestling business, just let us know if you want to see stuff like that. We'd like to hear some feedback from yourselves. If you want to see us, outside of the studio, outside, off the broadcast. If you want to see us doing more interaction, just let us know. We are here to entertain you as much as possible, as much as we can. What would you say to that?
Yeah, we are here for your entertainment.
So, with that, I'm going to happily say, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We will see you next week. However, that will be a very tiring day for me.
Oh, he wants to go do a day of work. Oh, he's all tuckered out.
I'm just going to punch you in the dick in a man.
I'm going to swing left.
I'll punch you in the dick. Anyway, moving on. We will be hopefully on next week as regular scheduled, which should be about roughly about 9 o'clock as usual. But if anything does come up where we're a little bit late, or if we have to reschedule, please check out on our social media websites, which is like on the Facebook and Twitter and everything, and we will actually to keep you updated on if we're going to be delayed or anything. So with that, as always, stay well, stay safe, and as always, check out your local wrestling.
Bye, folks.
See you next week, folks. See you.